for a lot of folks, what that means is your payoff is not this year, but on down the line as you continue to develop players. But they've got enough speed to do some damage this year. Coach Jason Jones of West Columbus. Of course, West Columbus, a little smaller in terms of numbers, but depth is an issue for all 1A teams.
Right.
So, well, while I believe we've got a call here. Looks like East Columbus has deferred the kickoff. And looks like West Columbus will get the football going offense first.
We're almost. It's 3 minutes and 38 seconds left here to kickoff time. And that third captain out on the field was number 9, Roston Bromell for West Columbus. So.
And we saw Bromell have a good year in some of the games we covered. He's got that Nick McClure style where he likes to kind of lower his shoulder and run over you.
So, yeah, that's, having covered East Columbus, well, all the county schools for the last 2 years, major coverage. In the third year, we did a few games. But, a lot of the names we saw in that East Columbus roster have graduated, have gone on. And we've got a lot of new names. So few familiar faces, but it'll be a interesting season to see how this new team mixes together and see what they can put off for this season.
Yeah, and you folks at home are going to have to bear with us because we have the rosters have been updated and are still drying. So the ink is definitely wet here.
So we got number 7, Fred Evans, and number 84, which I do not have a name for. I can give you maybe 6 choices of who that might be.
And we can tell you from our experience, Fred Evans for West Columbus can flat out fly.
He can.
So at this point in the season, it'll be interesting to see if the coaching is to the point where they know to try to keep the ball away from Evans because he is definitely a threat.
So the ball is set. We are just waiting on seeing.
We got 22 players, and that is an accomplishment.
That is.
First play of the game.
And there's the kick.
Deep. Looks like Evans is going to get a chance to return it. Nope.
Number 84 on his own 12. Cuts to his
Gets
right.
a block. Right at the center.
Still
Catches a seam.
Nice hit.
Yep.
Down to the 31-yard line to start 1st and 10.
1st and 10 now for the Vikings. I love football.
I do too.
I looked at this date and I was like, yeah, that will be – I'm sure it'll be raining and it'll be hot, but it'll still be football. So
we're 2 for 2 on opening day rain.
Yep. Looks like the rain is knocking off a little bit. All right, here comes West Columbus out, and they're going to start in a spread formation that is 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, single back set, and here we go, Rod.
So McFadden takes it back in the gun, looks. It's going to send Evans in motion. And we're going to have an illegal procedure. And
it kind of goes without saying, but I'll say it. Early on, we're going to see some procedure penalties. We're going to see some moments where, offenses especially are going to be out of sync. So
it's going to take a while.
Yep. It's going to be 1st and 15.
I wish to say you and I ain't going to be out of sync, but I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm rusty. I'm rusty, and today was so hot. I'm delirious. This might as well be basketball. So if I say something like layup, bear with me.
So that moves it back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 where Mr. Evans will have it there, and he's going to still set up in the gun. Gets set. Here comes the snap. Evans in motion. And there it is. It's going to be handed off to number 8, and he's going to break it out to the left and all the way, still on his feet, all the way up to the 47-yard line, and that was number 9, Roston Bromell. Big run on 1st down, and that one's good for – we're going to give him 21 on that one. So a 1st and 15, 21-yard pickup, 1st down Vikings on their own 46-yard line. So Bromell took the pitch, cut it to the right, got a great block, 21 yards later before they could bring him down. Here comes number 26 in motion. Quick handoff to 26, breaks to the left. We've got a flag down, and good play all the way up to the 45-yard line of East. But I believe we got a holding on that one, and I'll look for that one to come back.
Yeah, that's going to be 1st and a country mile.
Where that flag was thrown, somebody got out in front of the block and got a little handsy.
Yeah. And I can't see the call yet, but the guy in the white hat's getting ready to tell us. 26
Houston Scott took the pitch, and we will see, but I believe that one's going to be for no gain.
And that's a legal procedure,
shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snap. So, well, that's better than holding.
Yes, it is. That's a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 1st and 15 as the Vikings will have it back on their own 41-yard line.
Hey, South Columbus is they're in a lightning delay at Hoggard. So a little update for you there. Those of you at home, hey, tweet us at WZCO899. We're going to put your tweet up on the screen. if we ever have video.
1st and 15.
Ooh, East Columbus is offsides.
And
Out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got a man on a.
He's got a wide
just
open
a
man.
Flight, oh,
through the
overthrew him.
hands.
Can't get a number on that, Rob, but that was actually a nice shot.
That was number 11, Brad Wilder, and
Yep.
it was right through the fingertips of Wilder.
And that's what we call it go route. You don't juke, you don't do anything, you just blow by. In that case, it was the corner. And you're talking about a yard away from a score there. Nice pass. Nice pass.
And I'm going to go ahead and give Johnny McFadden credit for this one. I don't know if he knew that he had that penalty and he let it air out, but that was a great choice of plays because he had nothing to lose on that and almost ended up big time. So here we go. It's hand up the middle, and here comes Bromell. Bromell breaks it to the right, up to the 50, still on his feet to the 45, 40, cuts back into 35, 30 to the 25, all the way down to the 23-yard line. Huge gain by Roston Bromell on 2nd down. And he's going to get that one all the way, maybe even further than right about the 22-yard line. Great run by Roston Bromell on 2nd down. That was huge. He has had, in this short amount of time, we have only been playing 58 seconds, but he has had 2 major runs to move the ball for West Columbus tonight. 1st and 10. Vikings are on their own 23. Little pass out to Fred Evans, and if that would have been looked up there by number 8, Trumal Baldwin, that would have been a pick 6, Mr. Jones.
Oh.
He just did not see that ball. He was eyeing on putting the hit on, and that ball almost thumped him in the helmet.
Nothing but green, beautiful, slick grass.
That's the one. That's the one
That's
that
the one
you dream
That's
about.
the one that you tell your grandkids about.
Yeah.
One time when we were playing West Columbus.
So here we are, 2nd down and 10.
Still in the spread formation, Rod. 2 to the left, spread left, split right. Shotgun formation.
There's the snap, hand off to number 24. That one will go up the middle. It's still on his feet as he gets down to roughly the 20-yard line.
5-6 yard gain on right there on 1st down.
And that was number
Check
24.
that 2nd down, excuse me.
Tariq Dundee.
Brings up 3rd and 6, Rod, and West Columbus has the ball on the East Columbus 20-yard line, and we like to refer to this as the red zone.
The red zone. Can we see a field goal early in the game?
Not in this weather.
Okay.
Might see a drop kick in this weather. West Columbus
snap.
in the spread. Jet sweep.
There is Bromell. Nobody's
He's
there.
got a shot
all
at
the
the
way
goal line,
in.
and he is in.
Did he make it? Not Bromell. That was Evans. And Evans is down to
On the 1-yard line. That's the jet sweep where you bring the man in motion and you hand it off. He's got a full head of steam, block everybody down, and hope that the corner can't get outside to contain. And right here you go right up the middle. Let's see what formation they come out in. They're going to stay in a wide spread formation.
Bromell will be the only back. McFadden, directly in front of him. 1st and goal after a 19-yard run by Fred Evans. Snap. Bromell,
Right up the middle. That's a dive. He's
and
in.
He is in.
Touchdown.
6 points. First on the board, West Columbus. 6-0. 10 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. West Columbus receives. West Columbus takes it about 75 yards after that first kickoff, and they're in for 6. So if you are Coach Jones, you've got to be happy with what you saw in your first offensive series of the 2014 season.
Absolutely. And here we are going for 2.
Over
That's a
the middle.
pass over the middle. Good. And it's
And he
caught.
still caught it. That wish we'd have had on video. Number 10 for East Columbus, Traylon Jones, deflects the ball, but it gets on past him, and it is caught for 2. 8-0 here in the Swamp. West Columbus leads East Columbus. 10 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. West Columbus getting ready to kick off to East for their first offensive possession of the 2014 series. So that was 7 or 8 play drive, and West Columbus moved penalties. A couple of them got them, but each time after penalty they were able to recover. They were able to gain back the lost yards plus more, and they were able to move the ball down the field. So Coach Jones has to be happy with what he saw in his offense. He will get a chance to see his defense for the first time, as Coach Lewis will get to see his offense for the first time in the 2014 season. If you're just joining us, 10 minutes and 4 seconds remain here in this first quarter. Football season has started, and we're in Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina on 89.9 FM WZCO, bringing to you the East Columbus-West Columbus football game. West Columbus is lined up, and the kicker is I think that's Roston Bromell that will kick off. East Columbus has 3 back. The farthest back looks like number 8, Trumal Baldwin. Let me see if that might be number 6. And that'll be a kick, and that will be fielded on the 25, and that is fielded by number 5, Thomas Yates, and he will take it up to the roughly the 36-yard line. So East Columbus will start with good field position on their own 36-yard line. So no time ran off on that play, and we're going to get to see East Columbus for the first time in the 2014 season under Coach Lewis. So here they come. Offensive line comes and gets set. They are getting in their formation here. Quarterback this year is number 4, LaMichael Jones. So he gets his offense set. We're going to run a 3-back set. He gets up under center, gets ready, hands that off to number 33. And number 33 is Kasheem Robinson, and he will take the ball up to he'll take the ball up to the 41-yard line for a gain of 4 on first down. I'm sorry, gain of 3 on first down. So time's running up as we're in 2nd and 7. Once again, LaMichael Jones is up under center. Still looking at the 3-back set. We've got Brown. And that'll be handed off again to number 33, Kasheem Robinson. And he got up the middle and cut to his left, but for no gain. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. So let's see what East Columbus is running 3 backs. They're running number 32, T.J. Brown, number 33, Kasheem Robinson, and number 34, Jalen Becking. So Becking will come out. Jones back in with the play. This time we'll still have 4 in the back. 3 in the back. This time, though, your other back will be number 23. Waiting on the snap. Here it comes. That's going to be handed off to 32. 32 up the middle. Still pushing, and he's going to take it all the way up to the 46. But he is going to be 2 yards short of a first down, and it's going to be 4th and 2 with 8 minutes and 32 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. East Columbus has a decision to make. 2 yards short, 4th down, and it is raining. So let's see what we're going to see him do. This is 89.9 FM WZCO. If you are used to watching us on video, it is raining here in the swamp, and we are just not able to get our cameras going yet. So hang with us, and we will have the video going soon. They will
actually. We do have up top.
We do have. Okay.
We got somebody I think with an umbrella, and we're getting ready to have the other 2 because the rain has subsided. So
all right. So this
at least it wasn't lightning.
That is. Oh, it's a fumbled snap by McGill. McGill picks it back up. And he gets it off.
Away. What a beautiful punt.
That is a beautiful punt under bad conditions. And Evans does not mess with it.
That's going to be a 12.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't do the math fast enough. That is a 53-yard punt.
Wow.
Off of a fumbled snap.
That 3 guys almost blocked. So you've got to be happy with where that play ended up. It looked a little rustic, but it ended up sweet.
So a 53-yard punt puts them back on the 8-yard line, and West Columbus now in business, looking to make this a 14-16 nothing game.
So West Columbus able to hold East to a 3-and-out after 3 running plays by East, and they were able to get 8 yards, but could not pick up that extra couple yards on 3rd and 7.
East Columbus leading 8-0 with 7:43 left to go here in the first. East Columbus in a 4-3 defense. West Columbus stays in that spread. We've got motion here.
So McFadden to Bromell, but we're going to see that one come. That should be half the distance to the goal. False start or illegal procedures in high school. Why did they change the name of that when you go from high school to college?
Make it sound more sophisticated.
Okay. I was hoping for a better answer.
I think the false start is the colloquial version of it.
So that's going to take the ball back to roughly the 4-yard line.
And that means shotgun out of the end zone. And obviously snaps are important here. Ball's wet. You don't want to get a safety here. You want to try to move the ball out of the end zone. It looks 26. Like we had motion again.
All right, handoff, and that is Bromell. Bromell
deep in the backfield
to the left.
And he's open. He's got
Here he goes.
A beautiful block
20,
by number 15.
30. up to the 40 and pushed out of bounds roughly the 45-yard line. But we got 2 flags on the play, I believe. We've got one back at the line of scrimmage. We have another flag at the 45. I know the one, I'm afraid, back at the end zone is on the offense. I did not see I don't know if he was stepped out and got pushed again or if we've got an illegal block on the 45. We're going to find out and let the referees cover this one, but I'm afraid we got procedure at the end zone.
Hey, Rod, while we're kind of resetting here, it looks like it was a chop block or block below the waist, excuse me, which when you have a play like that that kind of breaks out, I don't know who they called that on, though. I didn't see the block, but, of course, anytime you have a play in the open like that, you can't block below the waist. So I do want to tell you that Sterling Kuntz and the employees of Tabor City Medicine Mart on South Main Street and Kuntz Medicine Mart on 7th Avenue in Chapman, providers of prescription medications and other home health care products, one of our sponsors tonight. And let's hope that no one, as a result of this game, needs any of their services. But West Columbus now with the ball on the 2-yard line, first and we'll call it 14, in the shadow of their own end zone.
McFadden takes the snap, up the middle, and not much to go there, maybe 2. We'll see where they spot the ball at. Looks like they're going to give him 3 on the – so that'll be second down and 11.
A little breathing room out to the 5-yard line, but whenever you're running the spread with the shotgun, you got to worry about those snaps. And, McFadden is still on his own goal line. Second down.
Still a rough place to be with it raining.
West Columbus trailing, with the lead 8-0 and the ball on their own 5-yard line.
So McFadden, like you said, still in his end zone, waits the snap. It's going to bring Evans in motion. Evans gets past. There's the snap, and there is, I believe it might be, there's too many jerseys to see. It's either Dundee or it's Scott.
Decent job by East Columbus's defense there, giving up about 5 yards, but it does bring up a third down, and we're going to call it about 7 or 8, depending on how you like to average up or down.
Yeah, that was Tariq Dundee, so 5 yards and third down.
I'm so jealous that you have the names over there.
I'm sorry. And I gave you those.
Are you sure these are right?
I'm not sure of anything right now.
All right.
But I'm hogging these Columbus.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's too small for me to read anyway.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Very important early first quarter play. 6 minutes left to go here, and 3rd and 8 for the Vikings.
There's the snap. McFadden drops back, rolls.
He's got a man wide open down the middle, but he's not going to get time, and that's a good job there by number 7, Fred. Check that. That's not Fred Evans. Oh, that's the little print. Rodney McGill for East Columbus pushes him out of bounds, and that brings up 4th down. And every coach's nightmare, getting to punt out of your own end zone.
Yep.
It's the thing of nightmares for coaches.
Yeah, so that was a 4-yard loss on the play, and this is a tough place to punt. We've already seen one punt that was hard to hold on to. So Evans will be doing the punting. Time is running. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left here in this first quarter.
And looks like we have a number I don't have back to receive. And another nice punt. Another one.
Uh-oh.
It's fumble. Ball's on the ground. West Columbus is on it.
West Columbus is.
West Columbus on the football, and that was.
No, I think that's not. Is that number 8, Tremal Baldwin? It's number 8, Tremal Baldwin, I believe. I can't read that number.
He's got his jersey all squished up. But recovering the ball, I believe that was Tommy Bryant.
Did not see who fell on it.
Tommy Bryant got the recovery.
I was still trying to read the number on the one that. All right, so.
Hey, we're rusty too, just like you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
I'm too old to read that little print.
West Columbus, beneficiary of a East Columbus turnover.
So here we go, 1st and 10. West has it on their own 40-yard line with an 8-0 lead and under 5 minutes left. McFadden drops back for a big pass, and that'll be knocked down by number 11.
Taron Baldwin, yeah. That time the Gators back in the zone. It looked like it was a 3-deep zone. It had to be because there were 6 people back there. And you can do that. You can attack the zone like that. But in that particular case, you've got to throw the ball flat and fast. You can't loft the ball. It's got to be more precise because what you've got is you've got the safety coming over the top.
Right.
And that's what happened that time.
All right, 2nd and 10, West on their own 40.
Just saw some lightning, Rod.
Uh-oh.
Hey, just saw some lightning, Rod.
That was pretty good.
Thank you very much. Nice play there, a little quick inside. Oh, we got
and
got some laundry on the field. That's going to be looks like offsides because whenever it's a side judge, it's either offsides or
so as
procedure.
It stands right now, number 15, Tommy Bryan, has a 3-yard gain on 2nd and 10.
But I like that play, though, because, you catch the pass almost inside, and you can actually run in between the seam of the corner and the linebacker on that side. That's going to work. Did you see that call?
I did not.
I missed it, too.
I told you I'm rusty.
This guy tonight is fast.
He is fast.
He's up there, doing like pantomime, and I can't catch it.
Uh-oh, we were wrong on the call, though. So what looked like offsides is probably going to be an illegal procedure.
Yeah, and it brings up 2nd and 15 for the Vikings. So here are the Vikings now with a they're spread, literally sideline to sideline, spread formation.
Evans in motion.
Here comes Evans to the home side, and I think we're going to have procedure there on.
Yeah, that's on number 15.
Yeah, he got set and then got unset.
So that's going to go back 5 more.
Yeah,
Tommy Bryan on that one.
That's a no-no.
I caught that one.
Yeah,
it helped that he pointed
to him.
Yeah. Yeah, it helped when the
the side judge was going, it's this guy.
Yeah.
It's this guy.
I need that to happen the rest of the night if there's a penalty.
8-0. West Columbus in the lead. 4:20 left to go here in the first quarter. West Columbus has the ball, as they have had most of the first quarter, thanks to some long drives and a turnover. And it is 2nd and long. We're going to call it 20.
Of course, McFadden still in the gun. And this time Scott is in motion, sets up beside. Here comes.
And they're back into like a wing, like a T, 2 tight end T formation. And
that's Evans. And
Evans is caught in the backfield. Yeah, that's
big loss.
That's number 22, Jared Demery. Excuse me. He was in the backfield. I thought he was going to take the handoff.
He almost did. That's a 4-yard loss on the play. East Columbus defense has been tight on this series.
It was kind of interesting, though. We went from that spread formation into a full house T sort of formation out of a shift. And I don't know, I guess maybe they're wanting to see how East Columbus would react to it. They didn't go anywhere but in the backfield on that one. So
all the way back to the 27-yard line. So this drive has lost 13 yards total due to penalties and great defense.
And
McFadden
back to back. Long pass, wide open. Number 26,
over
Houston
the
Scott.
head.
Just missed him. McFadden's got an arm, right?
He does have an arm.
He's not underthrowing him.
No.
He might get him a little high, but that one was about 35 yards on basically off his front foot.
You give McFadden and his receivers a few more weeks to get used to each other, and you're going to see some huge pass plays this season.
And in that particular situation, it looked like East Columbus was back in that 3-deep zone, and somebody missed him. And at this part of the year, a lot of times coaches just say, "Okay, you just go man to man."
Right.
Okay, West Columbus back to punt.
That'd be Mr. Fred Evans, number 7. As he sets up on his own 14-yard line, waiting on the snap with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. West 8, East 0.
Terrible snap, yeah.
And that's going
to be roughing the kicker. So,
can't do that.
So West Columbus is,
cannot do that.
Well, I guess they're going to get a first down by virtue of the fact that it's a personal foul, but that's at 4th and 24.
Well, that should have been a 4th and 13 because they started on the 40 and was all the way down to their 27.
Actually, I think, Rod, they started on the 50. I think you lost track of your penalties.
Probably.
Personal foul, let's see. Yep, automatic first down. I thought so.
Oh, I see the flag. No, that's the first down flag, isn't it, on the 50? The other one was on the 40.
Yeah, but the line of scrimmage was back on the 20, back on the 28, 29, and the first down was on the 50.
Okay.
I'll keep you straight.
Appreciate it.
I have missed our Friday evenings together. We always have a lot of fun. Now, it wasn't a lot of fun getting out here this afternoon and having the heat stroke.
Yeah, we're all survived.
And it looks like we got a timeout taken by West Columbus. So we've got a great crew here tonight.
We got a big crew here tonight.
Absolutely.
So here we go. This year, Miss Alicia Austin is teaching video and radio, and she has brought a pretty good crew out with her. She's had some of her students from this year. She's brought in some from the past. We've got several. Right now, Essie Dominguez is on a camera. You have to apologize my eyesight, but I believe that is Lisette Martinez on a camera. Up above me is Austin. Well, I thought Austin Simpson on a camera, but it's not. It might be I'm not sure who's upstairs on the camera. But we've got Austin Simpson here, and Jonathan Smith is here, and Philip Holmes is here. And I know I've left people out because I can't see them all right. Jesse Sanchez is here, and Allegra Diaz, and there's many more. Big crew tonight. Makes our life so much easier. So 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. West Columbus gets a automatic first down on a roughing the kicker personal foul, and they will take the ball all the way up to that 48 of their own 48-yard line, waiting to continue this drive. So here they come back out. We're going to have 2 receivers set right, 2 receivers set left. Brommel will be back with McFadden. McFadden waiting the snap. Here comes Scott in motion. The snap, handoff to Brommel. Brommel sweeps left, gets to the outside to the 50, cuts it back at the 45, all the way up to the 43-yard line for a gain of, we'll call that one 9. That's real close to a first down, so we're going to call it 2nd and 1. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. West Columbus 8, East Columbus 0. So we're looking at the similar set. We're going to run 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here comes Evans in motion. Pitch to Evans. Evans going to cut right. Almost brought down in the backfield. Good effort there by number 32, Terry Brown. Just missed him. And West takes it all the way up to the 39-yard line. Enough for a first down on a gain of 4 by Fred Evans, number 7. So they'll they will move the markers, and they will get ready to get set as West Columbus is moving the ball still up the field due to a personal foul roughing the kicker penalty a few plays ago. McFadden sets, takes the snap, handoff to Brommel. Brommel up the middle. Brommel's met, and here comes a flag as Brommel maybe gets 1 on the play, but that's in the area of holding, so we will see. And that's exactly what it is. Holding on West Columbus. So that's going to bring it back 10 yards. And we will be looking at a 2nd down and 20. Oh, I'm sorry, 1st down and 20. So that's going to take it back, and they will set the chains here. With 1 minute and 59 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, we have a score of 8-0.
I don't. Has East Columbus had the ball more than once? I don't think they have they?
No, because the second time they fumbled the kickoff. And there's a tip pass,
right,
and
yeah.
that one through. And then what should have been their 3rd possession, they got a roughing the kicker and kept the ball in West's hand. So it's been not a lot of chances for offense.
Yeah, and that time, number 26, Houston Scott, just a little quick slant trying to get – because he's tall, trying to get him right behind the linebackers. And that's good. Doesn't always work well in this coverage, but if you can hit that seam and make the safety miss, you're off to the races.
So that brings up 2nd and 20, ball on the West 48-yard line. Scott to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Brommel in the backfield. McFadden takes the snap, fake handoff, just going to drop back and pass. McFadden's going to keep it, try to get it. Ooh, nice hit by number 9.
And he bounces
but he's
right
still
off.
on his feet and
He's
going up the sideline.
Nice run there. McFadden making something out of nothing.
That's a 12, 13-yard gain on what looked to be a sack. Good up-the-middle penetration. Looked like Trevin Squires. Now, this far up with this tonight with these clouds, 8s and 9s and 6s are all looking alike. So we may be giving credit to the wrong person, but that was a great penetration by East. It just wasn't able to bring them down. So they're making some – East Columbus is making some big attempts on defense. It's just – that's not – when you start getting wet jerseys and wet fields, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So about to the original line of scrimmage, if not on it. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. 1 minute and 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. 8-0 West Columbus. Here comes Evans in motion. McFadden takes the snap, handoff to Brommel. Brommel's trying to break it to the right. He will. Back up to the line, cuts it to the 35, to the 30, and down to roughly the 26-yard line. And he's going to come up about 2 yards short. I've got to see where the marker is, and I may be looking – I am looking wrong. That should be enough for a first down. Trying to look diagonal, not doing a very good job. So let's see here. That should No, still looking at it wrong. Maybe a 4th and 2. That's a hard one to see. I'm looking. These new lights are bright. Nope, first down. I'm not losing as bad as I thought. Just under a minute.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, Rod.
Okay.
Yeah, these lights brand new and definitely a lot more light on the field. It's like night and day, pardon the pun.
It is.
And our cameras like it. We get to stop down and don't have to use quite as much iris to get a good shot.
So 1st and 10. I think East Columbus is going to take a timeout here with 52.2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They trail 8-0. West Columbus has the ball on their own, on the East Columbus 27-yard line. Maybe when we come back in 2 weeks, I can keep up with what side of the ball we're on here. I believe I just saw some lightning. Now, that might not be. That might have been the light flickering, but it's clouding up again, and I'm not sure. We're starting to see a lot of remix of last year. Last year we were able to get in a whole first half when a nasty thunderstorm came in, delayed the game 45 minutes, and they finally said enough was enough, and we packed it up and went to the house. It was an endowment game, so it matters because you need this practice, you need to get this out, but it will not affect the division and it will not affect the playoffs or anything like that. So the rain is starting to come down pretty heavy here in Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina. Teams are still on the field. So as of now, we are still playing, but I'm afraid this one might be in for a little bit longer. We'll just have to wait and see. But here comes West Columbus getting ready to keep this alive. 1st and 10 on their own, on East Columbus 28-yard line. So another good drive kept alive by roughing the punter penalty, and penalties can be tough. This one may turn into points, and that's the last thing you want to see is when you should have the ball, and the next thing you know, you may have points scored against you on it. So here we go, 1st and 10. That one will be handed up to Bromell. Bromell cuts it left, nice hole, and he is up to. And there comes a flag. I did not see what happened, but he has taken it all the way up to the 16-yard line, and that's good for 12 on the play, depending on what this flag came in from the far right side. And looking at the radar, we are surrounded by rain right now. This might not be good. We have a personal foul face mask.
Oh, that's going to give East Columbus an easy shot, probably 4 shots at the end zone here.
Yeah, that should take it. They were on that should take it up. That should be half the distance. Takes it up close to the 8-yard line. So we will, let's see here. That's going to take it to the 8. 1st and goal. Here we go. McFadden waits the snap. Here comes cannot see Evans, yes, in for the score. Sweeps it to the right, jet sweep, good for 8, and there's 6 more. 27.6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 14-0, West Columbus over East Columbus. All right, so they're going to set up. I would looking where the weather condition is right here, I would say they will go for 2, because this is not any kind of weather you want to kick in. 1 receiver, which is number 15, Bryant, to the right, 2 to the left, 1 back, which is Scott. Here comes, and Scott, 26 is in. Dundee was set back. Scott took the sweep, broke it to the left, and he's in for 2. 16-0, 27.6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. West Columbus over East Columbus here in the swamp, Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina. So we will take a chance here. West Columbus has been able to move the ball for the whole first quarter. They have had the ball the whole first quarter on offense except for 3 plays. East Columbus had 3 plays for 8 yards. They punted. They had another opportunity with a fumbled punt. Their other one they should have got back, but there was a roughing the kicker, and West Columbus has basically ran the offense for the whole first quarter. And we're looking at a 16-0 score with just 27.6 seconds left, and we are waiting on number 9, Roston Bromell, to kick to East Columbus. So we're going to have 3 back. The farthest one back is number 2. At least that looks like a 2. And that is Javonte Robinson. And then we've got 2 more closer up. So let's see what he decides to. If this is going to help or not. It might, and it might not. I got to have some light. All right. Little kick up the middle, and that one will be taken on the 25. And that is by number 5, Thomas Yates. And he's going to get it all the way up to the 37-yard line of East Columbus. So East Columbus started about the same time the last time they had the ball. Good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on offense with 21.2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
South Columbus has not started their game with Hoggard yet. Still in a lightning delay. And thanks to John Blake for sending us the lightning radar so we can see what we're in for the rest of the evening. That doesn't look good because it's all to the left of us. And weather goes left to right here. So,
all right, 38-yard line.
Thank you for that, John.
Let's wait. All right, here we go. That one's going to be handed off to number 32, Brown. Brown breaks a tackle and pushes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. So that's a gain of 7 on 1st and 10. Good play there by T.J. Brown, taking the ball and driving it up the middle. So that's going to bring up, we're going to give him 7 on the play, and we're looking at a 2nd down, and I'm going to give it it's a long 3. So let's see what number 4, LaMichael Jones, dials up, and I believe that'll end it. 1 quarter's in the record books here in Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina. The score is 16-0. West Columbus over East Columbus, and when we start back, East Columbus will have the ball on their own 45-yard line for only their 2nd possession of the game.
Rod, I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised. Because West Columbus seems really in sync tonight, especially on offense. They've gotten some breaks. East Columbus looks a little bit out of sync, especially on defense. And 16-0, I really didn't expect here going into the second quarter.
Yeah, if somebody would have said that East Columbus would only have 15 yards of offense in the first quarter, I'm not sure I would have believed that one. But
want to take a moment to say a few things here, Rod, to get a little business out of the way. First of all, I want to say thanks to Dan Strickland. He's listening in and texted us and says he's enjoying the game. We certainly, as always, appreciate his support. And a few sponsors here, Cooper's Tire and Black's Tire and Auto Service. And they are 36 Black's Tire locations in North and South Carolina, including the Whiteville store at 1615 South Madison Street. Their phone number is 517-0229. Doctors Douglas Messina and Craig Glipp of Carolina Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Services, 1717 Shipyard Boulevard in Wilmington, and McNeil Plaza in Whiteville. And hours of operation and patient information is available at carolinasportsmed.com. And want to say hi to our good friends over at Columbus County Sports Network, Franklin Davis and Mark Council. I have a feeling, we have not heard from them, and I have a feeling the reason why is because they are in a deluge themselves.
Probably.
So we appreciate them. Haven't seen a score, but I'm sure we'll get one here pretty soon, North Brunswick and Whiteville. So 50-yard line, start of the second quarter, 45-yard line for East Columbus. In the T formation, and it looks like we had a little false start there, but the officials didn't call it. But what was called is defense for West Columbus that stops East Columbus in their tracks.
And that'll be no gain on the play. So we're looking at a 3rd down and 3 with 11 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So East Columbus desperately needs to complete this first down here and keep the ball, because you don't want to have 2 3-and-outs and put the defense back up. You want to get a chance to work your offense and get into some rhythm and some sync. So still looking at that 3-back set.
Full house backfield.
Yeah.
And somebody jumped. And let's see. This is where everybody points. It's kind of like the 3rd grade thing where everybody's pointing at each other. Yeah. You never know exactly.
He did it.
Hey, it's offsides. It always seems like it's the offense, though, Yeah. But that's big.
One thing I've learned by watching a lot of football, usually the guy doing the most pointing is the one that's usually to blame for the
That's life and
penalty.
Another example of how life mirrors football and vice versa. So, but important for this, that brings up a first down for East Columbus. And anytime you can get a first down without snapping the ball, that's bonus. So
all the way up to the 50-yard line. So this is first down, and East Columbus will continue to run the ball out here.
Trailing
Let's see who
16-0.
and they're going to throw.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a boot out here to the right side, and it's going nowhere.
Nowhere.
And West Columbus is just everywhere on defense tonight. You can't go outside, you can't go inside. You go outside, they come inside and get you. So it's they're doing a good job. And looks like they've been running a 4-3 most of the night, but they're walking people up on the line, and it's hard going right now. And so if you're an offensive coordinator, Rod, what you're thinking about is how can I loosen them up right there in the middle? How can you get the linebackers, to start thinking about things in C gap and D gap, and let's see what happens here.
2nd and 8. East Columbus over on the West Columbus 48-yard line. 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. East Columbus has the ball. They're still going to set up. East Columbus has yet to throw a pass. Now, they've not had too many offensive plays, but continue to run the ball, and a lot of them are up the middle. That one's going to be handed off to Terry Brown, and number 72, Forrester Gaddy, meets Terry Brown or T.J. Brown as soon as he gets the ball and drives him back, and that'll be a loss of 3 on the play. So 2nd down and 8 now becomes 3rd down and 11. So huge defensive play there by West Columbus. I mean, as soon as T.J. got the handoff, number 72, Gaddy, had him wrapped up. You're West Columbus. You've got to be happy with what you're seeing on both sides of the ball tonight. Your team is, for the first game of the season, you are definitely playing in sync, and this is what makes coaches happy. So here we go. This is 3rd down and 11. Number 4, LaMichael Jones up under center, and we've got a flag. I believe that's going to be a procedure. Here comes the officials. That's going to hurt if that's on, because that'll go 5 yards back, and what 3rd and 11 becomes 3rd and that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be 3rd down and 16. 9 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. East Columbus has a long way to go in this wet afternoon. So we hadn't seen them throw yet, but this is tough running 16 yards on a wet field. Ball's on their own 44-yard line. And number 4, LaMichael Jones, has them huddled up. Breaks the huddle. He's going to run number 11, Taron Baldwin, to the right. Still going to run that 3-back set. He's going to drop back, and he's going to look for Baldwin, and it's going to go through the hands. Good defense, though, and a good effort by both number 11s. Good defense there by number 11, Brad Wilder, for West Columbus, and great concentration there by number 11, Taron Baldwin, because he almost came up with it. So big effort on both parts there, but it's going to be 4th down and 16. 8 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the second quarter, and we're going to see number 7, Rodney McGill, come out and punt the ball to West Columbus. And we've got number 7, of course, Fred Evans, and we've got number 9, Roston Bromell, and those are 2 great guys to have back getting ready to run a ball. Who do you kick to?
Sideline. That's a no-brainer.
They can both hurt you.
Well, you do, if you're going to kick it to them, you got to kick it high enough for them to for your team to get underneath it and try to do some decent coverage. So see what happens here. It's always an adventure with wet footballs.
It is.
And that's a low snap.
And we've
it's
seen
on the
this
ground
before, and he's not going to get that one off.
He's going to be down, and West Columbus is going to get the ball on the 28-yard line.
That's over there. All right, so here we go. Special teams has been a struggle tonight for East Columbus because that's their second punt. Mm-hmm. Both of them have had muffled snaps. Well, the snaps, one was a little high and that one was a little low, but McGill able to get the first one off on a beautiful punt.
After a fumbled snap.
Yeah, but he just could not correct. West had too much penetration on that one for him to get it out. So West will take over on their own on the East Columbus 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
And looks like West Columbus is staying with that spread formation. Nice snap
back to pass.
McFadden. He's got him
Evans
open. Wide open.
Oh, through the hands of
just
number 7.
Just missed. But, hey, let's look on the bright side if you're an offensive coordinator. That's where you throw the football. You miss low. Mm-hmm. You missed on the sidelines. You do not miss down the middle, high and lofty. So McFadden is showing, even in this game, some development at quarterback.
He has.
Making good decisions, making good choices. He really has only made one throw that I'd say you probably shouldn't do that.
Right. Wet balls are not the easiest thing to I mean, that one could have been up a little bit higher, but, I mean, it was in the vicinity. But it's we're not in ideal conditions right now.
And it wasn't a dangerous pass.
No. There was no chance of that.
Low snap. Low snap. Here's McFadden. He's rolling out to the left. He's got a block.
I believe.
Made a move but could not elude the
Nope.
looks like the corner there came up. It don't have – is that 20? 20 on
Did
that
not
route?
see.
It's
50,
really hard
I
to see
think.
through this fog.
No, it is 20. You are correct.
Okay.
And I've got to put
You've
this
got
one back.
East Columbus, yeah.
Yeah. We never did get that second
Number 20,
one.
that was Justin Chestnut. Stayed at home. And that on defense, that's a good thing. Broken play, you don't rush in the backfield. You stay at home, close down, make it happen.
So Bromell able to get back where that was only probably about a 2-yard loss, so 3rd and 12.
Yeah, and ball on the left hash, and you've got spread way about 30 yards out on the right side.
Snap. He's going to drop back.
Getting
Good
lots
pressure.
of pressure. Rolling out to the right, he's going to throw it away. Good
I
decision.
believe that was number 22.
Good decision. Yep, that's
Jared Demery.
We'll get these names. By the time we get to this game in November, when they play again, we'll have everybody down.
Hope so.
But nice decision. You know, got a little pressure up the middle, rolled out to the right. Saw that there wasn't anything there and threw it on the track. Only bad thing is he scuffed the ball.
Field goal?
No.
Okay.
No. Nope. I would do a field goal here, but I was an unusual coach.
Yeah.
So.
4th down and 12.
Fourth down, yep. And you got to let McFadden take a shot. And I really like the way the middle looks right in front of the safety back there. And
see who he's going deep.
That's over in the flat.
And it's complete.
It's caught. First down.
Number 26, Houston Scott.
Yeah, and that pass was where he wanted to go before. And great job by Scott. Scott gets out just past the first down marker, makes a good catch, first down. So here goes West Columbus with a real opportunity now, leading 16-0, with a real opportunity to go up 3 scores in the first half on East Columbus.
Mm-hmm. So I believe we got a rain delay, or we got a lightning delay.
It looks like a lightning delay, but it's lightning and rain, Rod.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the view, it is very, very wet.
Yeah, it's been a
I'm glad we're in here.
I am.
We're gonna have to get the cameras covered up.
Yep. Tough one tonight. 7 minutes, 56 seconds left in the second quarter. If you're just tuning in, this is 89.9 FM WZCO. We traveled down this afternoon to Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina, to bring you the first game of the 2014 football season as the Gators play host to the Vikings. One of those inter-division battles of the schools roughly 20 to 25 mile away, and we are now under the lightning/rain delay.
And also, just so you know, weather delay, North Brunswick and Whiteville.
The weather is just trying to crash our parties all around today.